What's up, everyone? I'm Josh from our talk show, and on our 1 year anniversary, we gave away a $50 Amazon gift card, and it's that time again. To finish off 2020, if we hit 1,000 subscribers by December 31st, 2020, we will be giving away a $75 Amazon gift card. All you have to do to enter is like, subscribe, and put hashtag our talk show in the comments below and on any of our social medias. Once again, we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we will be giving away a $75 Amazon gift card. So we announced the winner on January 3rd or 4th, whatever that Tuesday is, to one lucky subscriber. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to our talk show. I'm Josh and this is DJ.
Meow.
What the fuck was that?
Meow, meow, meow. I'm just gonna talk in meows for the whole episode. Just meow. How was your
meow?
day? Meow.
Hey, Gary?
Oh shit! Messed up the mic. Hope it's still working.
No, we're gonna work again.
Why is only your mic showing? Where's my mic?
It works.
Okay.
Every time.
All right. So Josh, how are you this week? No one cares. Gotcha.
Oh, he thought we were friends.
Now let's go straight into the show. So do we got a question for today, Josh?
Yeah. If you could travel through time, where would you go?
I'd go back to when I met that bitch and smack myself in the face.
Why?
Huh?
No, because it led you to where you are now.
I'm pretty sure I'd have got there on my own without having to deal with that.
I'll show you the Nova effect later.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure I'd have got there all on my own without having
No,
to.
you even said if your back didn't hurt, you'd be such a dick now. Like, so like everything is experience.
You know. And when I mean that bitch, I imagine there's like a few bitches who are thinking, damn, does he mean me?
You're not relevant. What was that? I heard it in a song. I think it was after Wedding Singer. But you must first be sad before you can be happy. Or you must learn to be sad before you can be happy.
Whatever.
Something about you'll know the difference.
Do we have today's? Oh, I'm sorry. I just answered. Didn't ask you.
Straight through it.
Let's just go straight through it.
We're gonna be done in 15 minutes, guys. DJ has plans.
Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please don't
forget to check out Matt Pat.
Right.
Food theory, game theory.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Is it movie theory? Film theory.
That was so funny yesterday. He's like, "That's a theory." It's like right in the middle of the episode.
Theory. That's it for 2020. See you next week.
Right. He's just done. So if you could time travel anywhere, where would you go, John?
I would go to some of these unsolved murders to solve them, to see how it went down.
So you just make yourself Sherlock Holmes because you're a time traveler?
I know. I don't care if they. I'm not going to publicly solve it. I just want to know.
You're just nosy.
Yeah.
You basically.
I've been watching a lot of these
So you're gonna
unsolved crime things. Like, what happened to John Ramsey or whatever? I'm like, I want to know.
So basically, all I see happen is like you're gonna go back to find Jack the Ripper and then get fucking hacked up.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
no, we have time travel. I have that visible thing.
Stuck your fucking nose where it didn't belong, as usual.
I need to know.
I need
some
to
of these
know.
Unsolved mysteries. Oh, breaks my heart.
Well, how about you guys? You can always leave comments down below. Where would you guys go if you could time travel?
Before you answer, please explain how to time travel in the first place. Comment down below. Right. Do you understand the Einstein, how is it? Rosenbaum Bridge?
Or if you can time travel, please time travel into our studio and take me with you. Fuck Josh. So
I think you're too big for the device.
That's why I said fuck you, because
it's a lot of mass.
A lot of mass to move through time. All right. On option B is today's charity.
Option B.
It's
this month's charity.
This month's charity, which is the whole month.
Right
yep. It's Toys for Tots. And if you don't know what Toys for Tots is by now, it was a Marine-based charity for kids around the world who don't get toys.
It's bigger now, right?
Yeah.
It's on your phone.
Yeah. It's everywhere now. Your local Walmarts, your stores. You can find Toys for Tot boxes everywhere. And if you'd like to help them out, make sure you please please drop off a unwrapped toy. They do not accept wrapped toys.
Nope.
Because of, well, all kinds of reasons. You know, they
You
don't
know
want it
why.
to be a bomb, fucking
That's not the main reason.
cocaine, drugs.
Who's dropping off free cocaine?
I don't know.
They want those kids to have a good time. What was that from 21 Jump Street? I got some coke. We don't want to ruin their lives.
Right. I wanted to come up with a charity called Tits for Tots.
Okay, that's all we have for today. We're not doing Tit for Tots.
I think it's a great charity.
You wanted to give vegans goat milk.
It spreads milk across the world, you know. So you give them the breast milk.
What babies are vegan?
It's not the baby that's vegan, it's the dumbass parents.
So we're just giving milk to everybody?
So just giving milk to everybody. Well, you just tell the vegans it's people breast milk, and I'm sure they'll be fine. That makes me wonder. They're like, we don't consume anything with a face.
Animals. Human biology is different, I'm assuming.
Okay, so we just give them breast milk, they'll be fine.
Humans then?
But this month's charity is Toys for Tots.
Yes. And
Tits for Tots isn't really a thing
like
yet.
Flash for cash. But
Flash for cash.
that's to help breast cancer. That's in October.
That's in October.
That's this whole month's charity because Christmas is coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so
we're almost done with 2020. God, what a fucking year!
Fucking God.
And we won't even have a New Year's special like we did last year because we filmed on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and we did. What did we do? The Doctor Who special for the Christmas.
For Christmas.
Yeah, which I like that one. But
then we did
a lot of
reflection of the year. That was fun.
Yeah.
We said you're gonna move and have a studio.
Yeah. We
did it.
I was thinking about it in the middle of the show, just making a TikTok. Just like right in the middle of the show, picking up my phone and start making TikTok while you're talking.
I saw your TikTok.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you're all about racism and
bro, it's bad out there. Like everybody.
That was on Facebook and all social media was like racism and COVID and no one likes Trump and like, God damn it, people.
Right, just like fucking hey, let's move on.
It's really annoying for me too because I try to go look for news. I'm telling you, you guys might not know this because you're not searching for news on a daily basis. But before COVID, we would find crazy funny news and. Even Fork.com didn't have anything, DJ. That's how bad it is. I am tired of COVID. I'm sure you people are too. Mine's a selfish reason. TikTok's
people just want to go back to their orgies and.
Speaking of TikTok, remember I told you about that Charlie D'Amelio girl and her sister Dixie? Okay, Charlie D'Amelio is the highest person. Not the highest. Has the most subscribers on TikTok. Over 100 million.
Okay.
In 1 year. In 1 year.
All right. What about her?
Her sister made a song called Happy. And now she sings with Wiz Khalifa. After 1 year. Can you inspire her to be something?
110 pounds, blonde, blue eyes.
Nope. Not blonde. Brunette. Like, how'd you get famous? My sister.
My sister.
It's like the next Kardashians.
That's how it worked. I got famous because of my sister. The next Kardashians. The dumbass show.
Keeping up with the D'Amelios.
All right, so let's run into
viral news.
Yep, viral news.
Oh, speaking of your TikTok about all that stuff, do you know what the social warriors are? Remember when they're talking about Elliot Page? And they're all getting all upset about her roles being a female because she's no longer a female.
Whoa.
They're called the social warriors or whatever. I forgot what they're called. But they're the ones that go online and cancel you. So, and that comes to our first viral news thing.
You know,
Twitch removes blind playthrough. You ever heard of blind playthrough, like the hashtag?
No.
Meaning it's like the first time you're playing. Tag following criticism from gamers with disabilities. So the blind gamers are upset and offended that you're using blind playthrough.
How the fuck?
And you can't use speed run because the fat people can't run, so you can't use that anymore.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. You gotta be kidding me. I am dead ass.
This can't be real.
It is real.
People are so fucking crazy nowadays.
So quick. Well, you saw what happened with Johnny Depp. Disney got rid of him even though he was innocent.
Right, yeah.
All because it was bad
publicity.
It's that thing what we talk about. If a guy gets accused of a sexual crime, no matter if he was innocent or not, people are going to look at him different. It's going to ruin his. It's going to ruin his life.
That's because, no offense, but Disney's already walking that fucking line as it is.
Well, right? No, I mean
so,
anybody though. Like as soon as you get accused of something, even if you're innocent, I mean, all I have to do is DJ did it, and boom, your whole career is over.
Well, it's like the worst part
Same thing happened with Ralph from
Flash, yeah.
Kevin Hart couldn't host the Oscars because of it.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like they're like, you know what? We can't have that shit, so let's ruin somebody else's shit.
But I think it's so.
It's not just about like the other people they're fighting for. It's petty bullshit that they can't, No
one's perfect. And you're trying to make everyone perfect.
He who lives in a glass house should not throw the first stone.
Like, excuse me, Disney. Didn't you do Hannah Montana? Now her tits are all over fucking Twitter from Rolling Stones. Oh, you want to work with her again? You worked with Eddie Murphy,
right?
Have you seen his past comic stand-ups?
He used to live in a fat suit most of his.
Have you seen his past stand-ups?
They're pretty bad.
He said the N-word a lot. I'm saying now these days people are so offensive, and it's just like, if it's always been that way, why are you mad now?
Right. Well, we didn't notice before.
Nah, I'm gonna say it now, like I always say: the most oppressed people on this planet were women.
It's just like us, right? It's like, unless we started saying some like really crazy, obscene shit, and then of course we would be famous for being bad people.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Right, like you, just like that, right? Like you rewarded a little bitch for talking poorly to her mother in an audience.
But now you're taking away something because Johnny Depp got accused of being his wife.
Or it's like 6ix9ine. Okay.
Snitch ass.
On top of the fact that he was a snitch, he was prosecuted for
underage, wasn't it?
Yeah, something with an underage girl.
Statutory?
And then you turn around and the guy is fucking all kinds of famous, ratted on people who pretty much made his career.
Yeah. Watch his back.
And then was like, oh well.
I know, it's so weird. Like, we like redemption stories. Like what happened with Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was at one point before cancel culture was canceled, but through Hollywood because of his drug addiction and stuff like that. Right. Became Iron Man, changed his whole life. Now, like, again, so sad what happened with Pirates of the Caribbean gets canceled because his wife's crazy.
Right. Or like fucking...
He's a nice guy.
Everybody talks a bunch of shit, but then Tiger King, is killing animals. And,
right? Where's PETA?
Feeding his employees drugs and threatening other people's lives and
that documentary thing blew up after Tiger.
It was just crazy.
Did you hear all the other ones too? Like there's the Chris Watts murderer guy who killed his wife and kids is now a documentary.
Yeah, they did a documentary on Epstein.
On Epstein?
They got a lot of.
Is The Vow?
Epstein's documentary was like a whole little miniseries.
The Vow has to do with the girl from Smallville.
Does it?
Remember the blonde-headed girl from Smallville? She was actually charged for sex trafficking and stuff. What do you think you haven't seen her? It's part of that documentary.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this corporation in Canada was sex trafficking people, and she was one of the CFOs.
All right. You got to read me number 2 because I'm still not sure I read that one right.
Second viral news is a Utah man buys a PS5 on eBay and gets a chunk of concrete. I mean, that would have been like an extra shipping cost.
Right, that bitch must have been heavy.
Wow, this PS5.
I wonder if it was like filled, the whole box was just one big chunk of concrete, or if they put like a little chunk of concrete in there to make the weight right. Like, did they put thought into it, or were they just like, here's a few bricks?
The money went through. You can't trust eBay anymore.
Worst part is if it went through customs. Customs probably opened that bitch up and started laughing.
This is not a BS. Who mails concrete?
Right. Some lonely eBay provider is going to be super pissed when he gets his package.
It's so crazy the whole epidemic, or not epidemic, but the whole craze about the PS5 and Xbox. Like,
you remember when the Xbox 360 and the PS3 came out, or the PS4, the Xbox One?
It wasn't like this.
No, they were literally selling motherfuckers boxes just the fucking boxes of the systems for like $1,000 or whatnot, and then people were like, oh, complaining about you just sold me a box, but it was right there in the description. This is just the box.
You think people read the freaking warranties and descriptions?
I mean, you probably should. Oh, I burnt myself.
Like, you know how you sign up for your Apple thing and it has all that thing?
I would. I mean, if
Do
I
you
was,
read the entire thing from Apple?
I tried.
Now?
Well, no, but I mean, like, I check it out first. I'm not just like, oh, I'm just gonna buy. I skim it.
Agree.
You know,
like when Apex was like, we changed the rules. Please read this.
Go to
like,
go to the bottom and stuff and check that shit out. So it's like, you know, I don't want to have like a big surprise. So I always go to the bottom and try to read the fine print because you know that's where they get you. Look, sir, it's right there at the end.
It says like a car commercial.
It says if you buy this iPhone, we can come and take your kidney. You know, you know.
Which kidney?
Right. You take the bad one. You weren't really specified, so.
Haha, that was your fault. It's like the car commercial when they said that whole thing at the end.
But still, that reminds me of the guy the people who were selling golden tickets to heaven behind KFC. Right? It was just pieces of wood painted gold. You remember that?
Stupid.
Yeah, that was
people that sold the COVID fucking cure out of the back of their truck.
Oh yeah, here's some bleach and eggnog. You drink this right down.
Or people who were selling air.
You're saved.
People who are selling air. Well, you can sell anything.
Bro,
I want to hear you're broke.
I like the motherfuckers from Canada. Did you know that? So people who live in like Maine, right?
Okay.
And on the Canada border.
Yeah.
What they do is they go across the border with like jugs and stuff like that, and they go and fill it up with Canada like spring water. You know, like coming down off the mountains and stuff.
Like that.
Motherfuckers make bank. Buddy said a 2 liter of spring water is $500. I'm like, who the fuck?
How do you test it? You just put your finger in it.
Yeah,
like it's drugs.
Still cold, you know.
Ooh,
that tastes no added preservatives or bleach.
Bullshit! That shit snow, bitch, melted. Like that water better be warm.
Just got bird shit in it and fucking
fish sex.
Fish sex. Fish sex.
You ready for our next viral news?
Yeah, move on.
Our next viral news is Florida man blasts cop's theme song in car during traffic stop and ends up in jail.
Ends up in jail?
Yeah. Bad boys.
So wait, what did he do?
Florida man blasts the cop's theme song during a traffic stop and ends up going to jail. I'm sure he was guilty of other things, but
I would assume so because that's not the lawyer. His lawyers are gonna have a fucking field day with
what did
law
he do?
enforcement.
He mocked us. Bad boys.
So you're saying cops can make TikToks, but if somebody rolls up playing their theme song,
do it, man.
Bullshit.
He went to jail because the bass was too loud and it's illegal. It was public disturbance. Technicality.
Right. They just got him on whatever they could think of.
Throw against the wall.
Right.
He resisted.
Throw everything at the wall. Hope something sticks. You know.
Oh, no, it was a lot. I was trying to look up other men, like, you know, besides Utah man and Florida man. Like, let's look at Chicago man.
You know,
it's all deaths. Everyone's dying or raping.
Hold
people.
on. Think of it this way, right? If somebody else called, right, and was like, this person's being too loud.
Public disturbance.
You'd call them a Karen.
Karen, yeah.
Right? You'd be like, oh, Karen's just being crazy.
They had a lemonade stand without a permit.
Right. Motherfuckers are out here losing their jobs. And mom and her 2 kids are selling lemonade trying to help dad out. And you shut them down? Are you fucking serious?
Shut them down.
Oh, well, you can't stand out here. It's dangerous.
Oh, my God. I saw a TikTok, right?
Fuck out of here.
This is the basis of the TikTok. You ready? It's like, goes through the thing like, oh, you can't be in the water park without a certain foot protector, right? Like, okay, I understand. Next one's like, can't be in the dog park without a leash. Okay, I understand. You can't be driving without a seatbelt. Oh, I understand. You can't come in here without a mask. Hold on.
Right.
Hold on, motherfucker. What are you trying to tell me? I was like, damn, that's so true. I saw some Karens like, you're discriminating. I'm like, lady, you do not know what discriminating is. You white privilege ass. Like,
well, it's just, but even then, right? It's like crazy, right? And then, so then it happens to somebody. everyone takes it as situational, right?
Not discriminate. You just think it's your fucking way.
Right.
I hate that.
You know.
They don't know the roots of discrimination.
Well, it's like a couple of these big TikTokers, man. They were in Walmart with a box for a PS5.
They wouldn't let them go.
and
they try to take it from them.
Right, and they're like, well...
It's mine. I walked in with it, checked the cameras. Well,
but store policy, you can't... If you walk back in with something, right, like especially something like that, you're supposed to be given a return slip because you're returning it. You can't just go inside with your PS5 and walk around. Like, what kind of... When have you ever been able to do that? Do that anywhere, right?
Why didn't they stop him on the way in?
Huh?
They should have stopped him on the way in.
Well, I imagine...
They're like, oh, check the cameras.
I imagine what they did was they gave him the little slip if somebody was at the door. But with COVID, somebody may not have been out the door.
Yeah.
Right? So I imagine they probably gave him one...
It's fine. It was the keyboard.
Wow. Are we sure?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they walked in, they were given their little slip, and they just took that bitch off and started walking through the store.
Just walking through the store.
You know, which is against company policies.
Right. They think they're gonna take the kid's words for it. No,
right.
That's why he called security and the manager over.
Right.
Because if it came from a different store, it won't scan. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their barcode.
Right, but they don't know if it came from a different store.
I know that's why they called the manager and security.
They don't know if you've stolen it out of their
because they try to
supply.
walk out and only see a receipt.
Right, and you don't have one. So it's
but
like
at the same time, I'm sure you can't get past electronics without a PS4. You know what I'm saying? Without paying for it.
People steal electronics all the damn time.
Oh no, I mean like.
I saw a bitch shove a turkey up her twat just to get out of the store with it.
If you get it in electronics, you have to pay for it in electronics.
Right.
That means you can't leave electronics with a PS5 without paying for it. And there's no way they would have got to the beginning of the store without someone calling.
That is the notion, but that is not always true.
That's not store policy.
Right. Mistakes and stuff are made at times. All right, so what's number 4?
Video games Marvel Avengers Black Panther may be voiced by God of War's Kratos actor.
Oh, are they adding Black Panther into DLC?
Yep.
That's bullshit.
They're trying to boost the game, okay?
The game. Did you see that meme I sent?
Well, they hold up the window?
Yeah, this is the most use I've got out of...
they only made 60% of their projected sales?
Yeah. Well, it's because it sucked.
But you get the Kratos actor. Boy,
he's got more important work to do. He's got to go.
The next God of War.
Do the next God of War. We don't need him.
When Loki's the God of Mischief.
Yeah.
DJ does not like the Avengers game.
So like, I was thinking about it, and most of the times I'll just buy a game, and then it's either good or it's bad. Well, I got tired of that, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna watch
the cutscenes.
I'm gonna watch cutscenes and some gameplay and see what it's like.
Since we don't have demos anymore.
Right.
The only time you can have the demo is if you pre-order the game.
Well, sometimes here and there.
That means you had to pay for the game still.
But, so you took Iron Man, you turned him into a fucking stormtrooper. Okay. All he does is shoot and he can't hit nothing.
Well, the main what is it? The main storyline is the Avengers broke up and Miss Marvel puts them back together.
Right. It was about the little girl.
Miss Marvel.
Which is...
She's in Captain Marvel, by the way.
The story wasn't really my problem. The story was kind of going along. It kept me interested enough, but not interested enough to do the same thing 400 times to get to the
button mashing.
Right.
Stand on top of the guy's head and just shoot.
Right. Just bang, bang.
So it's like one of those games is like they're more interested in the story, not the gameplay. So the gameplay is just trying to get to the story or the cutscenes.
Right.
So you just walk around and hit the A button, and next thing you know, besides the other Easter eggs in there, like you can try to go and get Thor's hammer in his room after you beat the game and stuff. But I think what we're attached to is that we want everything to be like the GTA engine.
No.
Where you can go everywhere.
With
because in there you can't go everywhere. You have to stay on the same path. Like Tomb Raider.
With a game like that, right? Because you have multiple characters, it's going to lack somewhere. Okay, when you get a Devil May Cry game. A Devil May Cry, what was the one with the bitch? A blood rain?
I have no idea, sorry.
Okay, when you get your adventure games like that, your Kingdom Hearts and your stuff, when you're focused on just one character,
yeah,
you can make them do a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
You know, but when you've
Kratos.
when you've got a fucking roster,
Can't level them all up.
right? You can't level them all up.
You can have them for a certain period of time.
Right. Stuff starts getting repetitive, and it's
Hulk smash.
Right. It's boring. So,
all right.
Junkie.
Next one,
Junket.
You ready?
Huh.
A Doctor Who holiday special will air on New Year's Day on both BBC and BBC America, featuring Captain Jack Harkness and the Daleks.
Oh, I've been waiting for Harkness to come back.
And it's the female Doctor. So
Worst part is that motherfucker can't die.
because we thought she was canceled. That's what he says. He's immortal.
Yeah.
But he's back.
He's
He's
immortal.
like, I'm done with Arrow. I can do this now.
Arrow's over. I don't have to
Well,
be.
for a while, because of COVID and everything before that, and that Amazon took away Doctor Who, that we thought Doctor Who was canceled. But they're coming back with a holiday special. But it's not on Christmas.
Well, it's not
on New Year's.
It's not the Doctor Who's canceled on Amazon. It's Amazon wants $40 an episode.
Well, no, I mean, like you used to be able to watch.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
From beginning to...
Yeah.
Well, they got some of the older ones and stuff up, too. So,
But she is back. She's going to face the Daleks for the 17th time.
there's that.
But yeah, Captain Jack is back. He's going to flirt with her?
Probably.
He has to, right?
Flirts with everything.
Aren't you a Doctor Who fan, buddy?
I haven't, the worst part is I haven't seen any of
I
hers.
saw her first season. It was pretty good.
Like,
But again, they did focus on that woman thing that we talked about, like what happened with the Ghostbusters and basically the woman movement.
Women power.
Well, for her, it's like she's not the only doctor, but because she's a woman, she gets treated differently, and she doesn't like that, and other women are getting treated differently. But the first season was still good. I like the first season.
I mean, it's like with
You gotta get used to any doctor.
the Master.
Oh, the Mistress?
Okay.
That was awesome.
Right. They pretty much built up to the Doctor becoming a woman.
Oh, yeah, they did a test run.
Right. They used the Master as...
His best friend.
Right. Now he's back to being a guy. Because they're like, yep, we did that.
Oh, no, he killed her.
He can have a dick
The
again.
past self killed the future self.
Yeah.
Remember?
Well, it's all confusing. She killed the past one,
She
too.
shows back too. I think she shows back up in the first season.
Who knows? That bitch was cray-cray.
Yeah, she was awesome. Peter was great doctor.
Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was good. But like I said, it takes time to warm up to any doctor. And then,
Of course. Especially when you get used to one for so many years.
Right.
And that's all we have for viral news.
That's all of our viral news today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit your notification buttons. You get us every Tuesday morning.
What are you doing? We're not done.
Oh, we're not done. I was just going to end the episode there.
Oh, were you?
Just call it.
Nothing like the Jordan's podcast.
Nothing like the Jordan's podcast. No. I let you know when I'm done. I'm the talent.
Trying the wife's cooking.
Did you mute my mic?
No.
Oh, it's trying the wife's cooking time?
Yes.
All right, so last night it was some pork chop and it tastes like had cheese with chips on top of
Tortilla
it.
pork chops with potatoes.
And then, the potatoes for side.
With special sour cream.
With special sour cream.
I don't know, you just dipped your shit in it.
Yeah.
I
I was just like, yep, eat it, fuck it.
It was delicious. I liked it right off bat, my first bite.
I mean, again, right? I feel like the more shocking news would be like, yeah, it sucked, right? Because every episode we're like, it was delicious.
Well, it's not my fault. She's good at it.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, it was delicious.
I know you guys don't believe us, but
viewers would probably be more shocked at this point to be like, oh, well, they said it sucked. They'd be like,
you know what I do want to try on here? The Dunkin' Donuts cereal. I want your reaction.
No, thank you. That's a negative, good buddy.
That's what they want to see.
That's
Talk to marketing.
That's not.
We have a Dunkin' Donuts deal.
No, marketing didn't approve Tits for Tots, so I'm sure their ideas aren't good.
Market Tits for Tots. PR would have a nightmare. We're offending people with blind playthrough. Come on, guy. Did you give it a thumbs up though?
Oh, I thought it was good. I mean, it's pork chops.
We have to keep this segment.
Huh?
Their only segment. I wanted to videotape it too.
Videotape all the different steps
How you it's a cinematic thing. I want to video us actually trying
Worst
it.
part is then we don't got to talk about it. We just
Play the
wife's
video.
cooking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then it'll be our reactions. We're gonna eat it firsthand.
Right. I could just.
But then I gotta edit it real quick because apparently.
Maybe we can keep it like 5 minutes so I can get him to go smoke a cigarette in between segments.
We can go back to recording.
You don't want to do that. It's
I
too much
told you
editing for you.
so many times that we could do one live and one recording during the week and see how.
Spam risk is calling me.
That's risky.
I know. Just gonna answer and then let them just hear what we're doing. Hi, new viewer. This is our talk show, and we're doing a talk show right now. Please hold.
So today's topic is DJ wanted self-worth.
I did want to do some self-worth topic. I wonder if they're just gonna stay on the line, wait for me to be done for the talk show. You know, self-worth is really down right now. It's like Christmas spirits. It's on the lower side.
So self-worth is like another thing of self-esteem.
36 seconds.
There's no self-worth.
No self-worth.
But yeah, self-worth is another thing for self-esteem. Let me edit this out.
No, this is great.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, viewers. I've been getting spam risk calls for like past 2 weeks now. So I
DJ
figured
also likes to call them back.
Oh man, that's so fun.
And he's just like, "What do you want? Money? I ain't got no money. Well, we can make a payment plan. How can I pay you with something I don't have?
Right.
I don't understand this.
How am I gonna? Oh, and then they go in. And they're like, "Oh, can you borrow from family and friends?" And
they're broke too.
And you know, don't you have somebody you can borrow from? It's like, hold on. If I don't have money to pay you,
I gotta pay them now.
Why would I borrow money from them to pay you? Borrow from Peter so you can pay Paul.
Yeah. If you give me a hamburger today, I'll gladly.
But then I owe Peter that I still can't pay Peter back. So I don't understand why I would do that.
We're just switching who we pay back.
Right, like
they're like, well, your family will forgive you. We won't.
Right. Yeah, but I don't have to see.
Fuck.
But I don't have to see you
at dinner going, where's my money?
It's not like spam risk going to show up on my door.
Hey, we have a dinner appointment. Like, fuck.
And even if we did, I still don't have any money to do that.
Would you like some steak, though, sir?
And that's part of the problem, right? Because a lot of people judge their self-worth based on, material things.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm happier when I have money.
It's because you're not broke. You can go out and buy things.
Well, not even that. And I think it's just the option to buy things. Like, how people stress out all the time, especially now with COVID. And now still many people are without jobs.
Yeah.
When I have money, that's one less thing I have to worry about. So I can focus on crying about other things.
I like the motherfuckers who are still out there like, oh, you just don't want to work. Where would you like me to go work, friend? Half the businesses are closed all the time. I got
mad, though. No, I can understand. See, when we closed COVID, I was going in for part-time doing, maintenance to the point when my employee made more money than me. We worked the same hours due to my insurance and the higher taxes and whatnot. And I'm just like, yep, this ain't worth it, unemployment.
Right.
Like, I went for 2 weeks, coming in at 5 hours a day for some of it, and then it's only $219. I was like, okay, see, this is not even worth my time.
It's not. I don't even know why I rolled out of bed.
So, self-worth is another word for self-esteem, having a sense of self-worth. That means that you value yourself. There's also 5 ways to nourish your self-esteem, DJ.
What?
Yeah.
I think you did a little bit more extra work than you needed to this episode.
I was just making sure we had enough.
You're just making sure we had enough. Only had 36 minutes, so we need...
Another 30.
Another 30? Need another 30
minutes. Short episode. Keep it nice and sweet. You're always, we need change. So you nice and sweet, run through it, do it well. You don't like to run through it, though. Right?
No, we just start doing just news.
You run through it. What I'm saying, we're reading a script, we know the answers.
But I mean...
The first world news is a PlayStation guy, and next, we had the next world news is a Florida man blast by cops.
People like it nice and short and sweet, and it's like, oh, it's a nice little episode.
Or we can just talk about something interesting so people stay tuned.
Yeah.
Are we
It's
asking
all
too much?
interesting.
Are we asking too much?
Remember when we first started, the wife was like, "Hey, it's too long. Make it like 5 minutes, you know, so we can cram all this into 5 minutes. Then we're golden, you know, we're good." And
What
then,
is your self-worth, buddy?
well, it
Apparently only 5 minutes.
only 5 minutes.
Just because you do quick other things doesn't mean...
I just can't do rants like that for 4 hours where I don't take a breath. I need to breathe. I need to live and do things.
He's not here right now.
It's more than just him. I know plenty of people who are like that. So don't even. All right. So we have some. What are these? What are these here? These
you want to talk about self-worth? I just put these down as examples in case.
Oh.
You only want to talk about something for 2 minutes. So what did this come about? Are you talking about Christmas spirit? Everyone's still bitchy mood because of COVID.
But yeah, everybody's
all mad about the presidency and stuff like that. It's just a freaking keyboard.
Everybody's mad about something.
It's always been that way. Is this worse now?
I don't know if it's. Maybe it's not worse. Maybe I'm just tired of it.
I think it's like that thing when you see a car on the street and it's your favorite car and you see it everywhere after that. You get what I'm talking about? Like if you see something, like, oh, look a BMW, and next thing you know, you see BMWs often because now you're paying attention. So now that people are talking about it more, it's just in our face. So now we think about it more.
I guess. I mean, I kind of understand the car thing because it's like sometimes I'll be like out in the wife's car. And I'm like, then I notice there's like 40 of them motherfuckers out on the road.
That's what I'm saying. So
and
now,
I never noticed them before.
So everyone's been bitching before, but now since it's now in our face all the time,
right?
Now it's a
it's
problem.
Noticeable.
Noticeable, yeah.
You know.
And then people don't have their self-worth. I tell the girls, it's usually with girls, like, I don't know, what do you value yourself? If you want to be cheated on every fucking day, then this is your goal. I don't know what to tell you. But mine came from Caitlin talked to me a certain way, and I was like, I'm done. You're not going to talk to me this way. And she's like, what? I was like, no, I'm not doing this. You're not going to treat me this way. I have that power. She's like, I'll treat you however I want to treat you. I'm like, then you're not going to be in my life because you're not going to do that. You're not going to control how you make me feel. You're not going to talk to me this way. And if you ever talk to someone this way and they fucking say okay to you, then they're a little bitch and you shouldn't date them either.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And it's like, it's just, it's like everybody screams equality.
Okay.
Right, but it's not the same thing. Like, scenario's different from person to person.
Okay.
Right? That's like... trying to think of a good example that won't get me in trouble. Right? But there really isn't one. So, it's like... oh, man, I don't even know how to explain it without just getting...
we should probably just watch it like in 2 weeks. So you'd be in trouble around Christmas.
Right, that'll be great.
By then it's too late.
What I'm trying to say is everything's situational.
Okay.
Right, it's like I saw one girl. She's like, she said the most fucked up thing a therapist ever said to me was she compared my deceased daughter to her dead dog. Right. And why, yes, you probably shouldn't do things like that.
What the fuck?
I'm getting there. Why you shouldn't do things like that. That's you shouldn't compare one life to another. Okay.
I understand the amount of love you can have for your animal. And again, it's situational, but like,
here's my only thing.
You cannot compare a love for an animal versus a love for your daughter.
You know what? You're right. It is not the same thing.
It's not the same love.
Okay.
Could be.
Well, I mean,
in their eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
But not in the person who has a deceased daughter's eyes.
The same level of grief. Okay, because as a person who's lost both.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I've lost plenty of animals. Most of my family's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand grief from both sides.
Yeah, you get real emotional.
And when you're grieving, it doesn't feel much different.
Okay.
Okay. Loving something or someone is still love, and how you love is how you are going to grieve.
Correct.
Okay, you may grieve differently.
No, I do for sure.
Right? than say any of our viewers or me or my wife or stuff like that. And regardless of what life was lost, the grief that's there
It's the same.
is the same.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody still grieves. Okay. And they still mourn the loss of,
So what you're saying is that the self-worth is different beyond people and you shouldn't compare.
Right.
Okay.
Just like that, right? The self-worth. Back to the self-worth. You see yourself differently than other people.
How they see you, yeah.
Than how they see you. And you're not actually sure how they see you. You can't be sure how somebody sees you. They could talk poorly to you, but they could still value you more than anything in their life.
That's true. Okay, I see that.
Okay, that's like I talk a lot. It's like me and Sonia were talking about that the other day. I talk a lot of shit. Okay, but I talk shit. Okay, anybody else talk shit to you, I'd be pissed.
So only you could be the bully,
right? Okay,
that's my Josh. Only I can make fun of him.
Only I can make fun of Josh. Okay, I put in the time. I deal with your bullshit. Okay, I hang out with you. Yeah. That's like Brent probably say the same thing. He can fuck with you, but if anybody else fucked with you, Brent would kill him.
Yeah, remember that.
Right.
Oh fuck!
I locked the door on Brent.
He got in unlocked doors. What do you mean, bro?
Climbing
not gonna stop him.
Climbing through the window.
He's not gonna stop him.
Just snuggling with me. I'll fucking kill
you. Well, yeah, but you should also, like I tell people, the only thing I can control from other people is how they treat me. If not, you're not in my life.
Well, yes,
I want to be treated this way.
You cannot, just
not like demand respect without giving respect, but like, you will not talk to me this way. You will not talk down to me.
I feel like that's what the Catch Me Outside girl did. It was like demand respect without getting respect.
Then, can't do that.
Then somebody caught her ass outside in West Palm, and she had to take her ass somewhere else. Where
it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Right.
You have the ability to talk to anybody. If it's the worst person on earth or the greatest person on earth, it just depends how you approach the conversation.
Right. Then you have to be willing to back up whatever you say.
But when you go to someone, even if it's like, for instance, gangs. Gangs are like the military. They have a certain level of respect through each, you have your commander and all that.
Technically.
And when someone nods at you on the street, you nod back because it's a respect thing.
Right.
It's not the fact you stepped on their shoes. You invaded their personal space.
Right.
And then you were disrespectful about it.
You shouldn't be able to step on my fucking shoe.
Yeah,
friend.
no.
Right, like my foot's under me. Yeah. Right. If you step on my shoe, you're too close to me.
Too close.
Right.
Shouldn't be that close.
Especially now with COVID and stuff like that.
You definitely shouldn't be that close.
Like, nobody should be stepping on motherfuckers' shoes. You dirtied up my cleats.
Like, you open the door for someone. When someone nods at you, you nod back. You don't give them a mean mug. Like, who the fuck are you to talk to me? It's just a respect thing. Mutual respect.
Right.
Like, when you come to someone, like for me in my position at work, it's, how may I help you? Can't come in all angry.
I've never seen you.
No, you can't. But the moment, see, I come in with respect. But the moment they disrespect, I have to put them in their place. Like, okay, hey, hold on. Just because you're the customer doesn't mean you can talk to me this way.
All I can think about is the one lady who just stopped. One of the reserves or whatever just stopped right in the middle while you're telling everybody to go in. She pulled halfway in and just stopped. And you started yelling. You're like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're holding up the line.
Holding up my fucking line.
She literally got right up to the front and stopped. Like,
But it's how you treat yourself. It's how others are going to treat you. If you treat yourself like shit, they're going to walk all over you.
Right.
Like, so that's what I mean. Self-worth means, like, love yourself.
Right.
If not, people are going to get the impression that they can fucking beat you down, too, if you're going to beat yourself down.
Well, and then part of that, loving yourself is not thinking so bad of other people, right? That's like back to the story of the dog and the daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't imagine the therapist was trying to compare the two instances.
Yeah.
I imagine she was trying to help the girl understand that she knew what grieving was.
Yeah.
Okay. And understand being upset about something.
But don't you hate when someone says, I know how you feel?
To me, it always sounds like it turns into a pissing contest.
Oh, I know how you feel.
Right.
Oh, like on what is it, Deadpool?
Right.
It's like, my dad burnt me with cigarettes.
Right.
You had a
You know?
dishwasher?
Right, and that's why I always try not to get like when I talk to somebody and they're like, oh, I lost this and this person, blah 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 blah. I try not to get into my stuff because it's not about me right now.
Yeah,
it's about you. Okay, and if I start, it's like, well, my mom died when I was 9, lost dad at fucking 20, fucking Tom at 26. Countless animals across the board. Fucking.
It's hard to talk to people who are grieving. Like, because I didn't like it when my dad died. Like, everyone kept saying, "Oh, he's in a better place." The only one who did it right was Brent.
I don't want him to be a better place. I want him to be here.
Well, no, Brent did it correctly. He came up to me, gave me a hug, and goes, "That sucks."
Right.
Like, it was the realest thing ever. Like, that sucks.
Sorry, I didn't even know how to approach you with it. That's why I never even like came and talked to you about it.
It was so annoying when people were like, "Oh, he's in a better place now." Sorry for your loss. Sorry. It's like that thing when they wish you happy birthday on Facebook. The only reason you know it's my birthday is because
Facebook told you.
Like, that's why I don't wish anyone a happy birthday unless I do it in person.
That's what I do. I just happy birthday real quick.
But like, I can't approach people with grief because the only thing I can tell them is the horrible thing ever, but it's also comforting is this is not going to be the worst day of your life.
And it won't be the last worst day of your life.
It's not good.
I guess the better way to say it is it won't be the only worst day of your life. You know?
I guarantee you there's going to be something more horrible coming your way. But again, is that really comfort? It's comforting for me because I know I can get, like, this shall pass. But for other people, it's very dickish.
Well, and right, and like I said, everyone's different, right?
Because my first instinct is to make someone laugh.
So you don't know.
It's not a good time to make them laugh when they're grieving.
You don't know if it's like you're trying to compare levels of how you feel, and you can't really do that with other people.
Well, no, it's the same thing as when a rich person loses all their money or something like that. Well, or what we call it for first world problems when people overreact over something we laugh about.
Right. Going from being super strong to super weak, right? Many people may not understand that because they've never been that strong or that weak.
And the joke we make is first world problems. Like, you happen to... But again, we don't know their level because if they have safety nets all their life, this could all hit them at once and they don't know how to fucking take it.
Right.
They don't have the endurance that we have, that we've been through so much shit.
And the big problem is when you're grieving and stuff like that, it makes it hard to stay up with self-worth because of survivor's guilt and stuff like that. Right. It gets tough.
I know, that's why there's 5 things you can do. One is use a positive affirmation correctly. You got this. You had to quote Power Rangers.
Right. Or what Sonya does to us all the time.
Good job, guys.
We got this, guys. Let's do it.
I say that. And you go, we're all going to die.
She does it sometimes, too.
Another one is identifying your competencies and develop them. I mean, whatever your flaws are, I'm assuming. Learn to accept compliments.
Oh, okay.
People are hard.
Identify your competencies. Identify what you're good at.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, because to be incompetent means you suck at it. Okay.
Right. So find what you are good at
and develop them.
And develop those skills. Okay. I like driving, but I'm too big and too disabled to be in a stock car. So I do it online, but I do actually excel in those games.
Yeah. Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Strategy games.
Stuff like that. Yeah, doing a lot better at Apex now that I'm
strategizing.
Thinking about what's going on rather
it's like
than just running.
What was it?
Right.
What is that book? Something war.
The biggest problem, like especially with like Apex, this is off topic. The biggest problem, especially with like Apex, is I cannot control
other people.
I can only control me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Where are you?
Right. It's like, well, I mentioned not going in right now because it was a bad idea.
Why am I going?
And then
I'm there.
Right. And then now I have to go because my teammates have went in Rambo, which is understandable because we're on a sugar high because you just killed 3 other teams. Bro, like they weren't shit.
We were going through like a SWAT team.
Well,
bro, the first game of the day for me, we won because we went through like a SWAT team.
And it was a ranked match. You know that,
ranked,
right?
Yeah.
But again, by design, it's timing It's being in the right place. It's
Knowing when to heal.
knowing when to heal,
Back
knowing
up.
when to back up.
That's the thing. We have to back up.
You know,
we don't want to get pinched.
Right. It's not always about who's in there first doing all the damage and kills. You know, it's a battle royale game. It's about who's there last.
That reminds me of something, though. It reminds me of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. To be on a team like that is to be something bigger than you.
Right. Right.
Same thing with any kind of charity or movement. It's not about, even a presidency, because it's not about you.
Right.
It's about you did your time for the next person to come in and do their time.
That's like when I'm trying to heal. I'm like, yeah, but we need to be over here
To heal.
now.
To heal.
Right. We can heal over here once we're here, but we need to get to this point so I can start doing my job, right? Because you guys are thinking about the fights as they're coming. I'm thinking about the last two teams.
The only things that matter.
The whole time, right? But I'm still trying to get us through the fights and stuff.
Well, we usually
there.
only get into a fight if we run into the fight. And we can't go around
Well, but
the
I'm
fight.
normally running towards them.
No, I mean, like, we're going towards the last two teams or the other side of the map to get to the last, what's it called? The last map, basically, the last circle. And if we run into somebody and we can't get around them, then we have to fight them.
Right.
Or if two teams are fighting, we wait and take out the strongest team.
And then get the weaker team
healing,
after because they're healing. Right. It's right, but it's just like that. Like even hearing us talk about that, right? We feel good because there are times we do win. We don't win all the time. You know, we have our days where we just can't fucking...
Yeah, but I like winning when we all have like 5 or 7 kills.
Get it?
Not just one kill because we took out the last guy.
Well, I know, and that happens...
A lot.
Yeah. But it's
the time you got us stuck.
It's timing. it's a lot of
Knowing
work.
the map.
Knowing every inch, right? Knowing every inch, because I got us fucked up the other day.
You did. And that other team didn't because we thought they were stuck.
Right.
And they got up and killed us.
Twice.
Yeah.
So, you know, every single inch of a map, you know, it's a lot. You know, but once you've accomplished all that, like, you feel good. You're like, fuck, I know where all the hidey holes are. I know where you are right now fighting.
Yeah.
And I will be on your ass in the next few seconds. Right?
Did you hear that song, I Play Video Games to Fight My Depression?
No.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. It was like, I play video games to fight depression.
All right, so what's number 3?
Number 3 is learn to accept compliments. I can't do that. Like when someone gives me a gift, I don't know how to respond because I'm usually the one giving gifts.
You lose it, never bring it back. I swear you've lost your camera lens mug. Where is it?
Huh?
That's what I thought. Well, who stole it?
Who stole it? What happened to your chair?
I only got somebody stole my other arm.
It's right there.
I can't.
But it's hard to accept compliments, I think. At least for me.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you look nice. Don't fucking lie to me.
Especially, right, and that's right back with the self-worth thing, especially when you don't think you deserve them.
Yeah, that's why it's there, I think.
Okay. You know, you need to understand that, you know what, I deserve compliments. I do a good job. Okay.
It comes from my dad, though. Like, I told him I graduated high school. He was like, that's what you're supposed to do. He's like, now get a job.
I'm not going to congratulate you because you did something you were supposed to.
Hence, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I don't expect compliments.
Well, maybe you should get some compliments sometime.
And our worst part is self-doubt and, basically what is, your own, what is it, worst criticizer?
Right, you're your worst critic.
Yeah, which comes with self-doubt and like, oh, I should be better. What did I say the other day when we got those kills? No, why did we die? We should have more.
Right, we had 15 kills, but that wasn't enough.
That was enough for Josh.
You know, and that's just like
being grateful.
You know what, Josh? You do a really great job setting up all this stuff and making all this work, and you got cameras and tripods and Josh over here, and you do a really good job. I think you deserve that compliment, Josh.
Thanks, man.
I'm really happy.
You're really good at showing up.
Yes. At least I show up.
Which comes to the next one is eliminate self-criticism and induce self-compassion.
Self-compassion.
Yeah.
Compassion.
Compassion.
Isn't that supposed to be? Did you type this up?
Compassion. No, I copied and pasted.
Did you? I think I spelled compassion.
No, it's come and passion.
Oh, okay. I'm not really the spelling genius, so
come, passion.
So I don't know, like
Self-compassion. Wow, that's a new one.
you gotta be compassionate of oneself. It's like self-esteem.
Yeah, I know.
It's self of
Awareness.
Of your steam, not self of their steam.
Not your steam.
People are always gonna talk shit, right? But you have to know. That's like me and Bob thrive on it talking shit to each other, right? Just because it's funny, We could sit down and do stand up.
Listen here, you're big for nothing.
Big for nothing. No, he gets mad now. He's like, I haven't said that, and he hasn't really said it since I actually got hurt.
Nice guy.
He's like, because he doesn't want to put me in my feels. But he said it for so long, it's stuck in my brain.
Well, you get like that sometimes. You said you can't always be perfect, but sometimes you go through some weeks.
I get down. Yeah, I'm not fucking Mr. Cheerful all the.
And it freaking starts with one thought and it just takes off.
Yep, goes from there.
Don't you hate that when you're having a bad day and you think it's just because you try to tell yourself it's just one thing and then everything else goes to shit?
Right.
So you have that thought, what now? What's the point? What's next? Like when I get upset and break things.
Right. Or when I get on Apex in a bad mood and I know I shouldn't have because I was already pissed.
Oh, God.
Right, like it's normally I can play and it'll be fine. I don't.
That's what I told you. I don't want to play Apex. I don't want to be angry.
I don't want
to get angry. I was getting angry at Call of Duty because they were fucking camping. It pissed me off. Oh, they hit me with the. You get hit with a car, you die. Right.
That doesn't happen in Apex.
No, not at all. And our last one is affirm your real worth.
Affirm.
Affirm.
Confirm.
That's affirm. I think it's like around the same meaning though. Like affirmative action.
So you just have to root your self-worth, in your
Sometimes
job,
it can be hard
life.
though, like because again, as people, we want validation,
right,
from everyone else,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because then if you're like, I did a great job, fuck you. And they're like, oh, you're cocky motherfucker, aren't you?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, we know.
I'm like, listen.
All right, with your 5 fucking points.
Right, yeah.
That's 5. Oh, what was it you said yesterday? Yeah. God damn it, DJ, you killed us. Did we get points?
Right.
Did we not? Ain't that not the goal?
We were still second with fucking almost 50 points each.
Damn it, DJ.
We were in silver in like 2 hours. It's like, come on, bro. It's like I'm fucking.
It's just so hard to
leading you across maps, helping you find loot, going to areas where stuff is.
You have those days. It's hard to keep that attitude up and keep going.
Right, and then keep pushing 2 other people who.
No, I just
one
mean
who's
life.
negative Nancy all the time.
I mean in life. No, I just hate it. Yeah, to quote other people, it's like I have the ingredients, I just don't have the recipe. Right. And it gets frustrating.
All this has got to go together somehow. I'm just not sure how.
See how many cameras we got. You see how much we have changed, but in my mind, it's still not enough. There's a camera there. There's a light there. There's things I can't talk about over there. Not enough.
We can barely fit in our little office here, and it's still not enough.
It's still like I even
We're gonna have to move this table back.
I even wanted to change it so we face each other. Because when they see it, they're just seeing the side of her face.
Oh yeah.
And then I want to do the what's it called? The multi-camera thing, but then I'm like, damn, I can't do both. Hence why it goes in the editing, because then we just do like this. And
we just have to switch cameras when we're talking.
Again, I have to pay attention to that.
Right, like that's you talk, you're just like, yeah,
well, no, we're trying
it'll take you forever to look at the fucking thing.
Yeah, while we're talking. And you're already done with it, and I switch to your camera.
He'll just sit there and stare at me the whole time.
Well, I was just, I'm trying to do the job with 3 people. You know what I'm saying? So I know right now I can't do that. That's why we don't try it. But in my mind, I want to be across from each other because we're talking to each other. When we first started, we were talking to them. And then we realized that our podcast is that we're talking to each other.
Right. How'd that get turned all the way around? Just got a lot brighter in here.
Brighten up your day. But again, I have that's why I'm so negative and depressed, I guess, because I have all the ingredients. I just don't have the recipe.
Just don't know how to do it. Well, we'll figure out in time. Next year's a new year.
Yes. This Friday, I get to do the Jordan Brothers podcast.
Yep. Right, because we lost another special guest because he got a job.
His internship was up.
Right. Don't forget that this month's charity all month is Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots.
Not Tit for Tots. That's a separate LLC.
Not Flash for Cash.
It's Toys for Tots. And again, you can go to like your local Walmarts and Targets and all kinds of places and donate an unwrapped gift. I repeat, an unwrapped gift. Don't fucking wrap your gift and then take it. And it's like, oh, here, this is for little Timmy. It's like, well, we don't know what kind of gift this is, friend. We don't know what age. You can't. Unwrapped gift. Drop it off in your Toys for Tots box. You know, if you don't want anyone else to see it, I guess you can put it in a bag and then
they'll go through it later.
They'll go through it later anyway. So, and that's this month's
whole charity.
We're doing that charity all month,
till
just
next
like
year.
Till next year, just like breast cancer awareness,
in
and
October
then right, and then again we'll do Toys for Tots the year after, and I think we're just gonna run that one every year.
Oh yeah, same thing with breast cancer.
Yeah,
and then now
breast cancer
in
and Toys
September
for Tots
would be mental health awareness.
Right. You know, so we got stuff planned out. April's the 4th. Be with us.
May.
Is that May?
That's Star Wars.
I don't fucking know what things are. He tells me. Right, because I don't want to look like a dumbass.
Oh
like
my god!
Did.
Some guy, I have 100 and something views on my Teen Wolf review on 7-minute reviews.
Do you?
Yeah, out of nowhere, and someone put, "You should be my editor." I'm like, thanks, guy.
How many views they got?
They have over 2K subscribers. Some gaming channel.
Maybe do a collab. Start doing collabs with people.
I get nervous about that because I don't know them like I know the people that we talk to. So
that's part of the fun.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, as long as they don't like.
I want to try to get Desi. I just don't want to see her.
You should just get her. It would be funnier.
I don't need to go through that kind of emotional time. I had to see her the other day.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit your notification button so you get us every Tuesday morning.
And if you want to see more of us, you can see our TikToks. You can follow the Vlog Entertainment when me and Justin do a podcast together.
Yep, the
Jordan Brothers podcast.
Jordan Brothers podcast,
which will be on Vlog Entertainment and Underground Horror Radio.
Yep, you can. Yeah, you can catch me here. That's
on our talk show.
Here and on our talk show.
Hey, you have your own channel though. Like we don't. Like Jordan Brothers podcast is on 2 channels because they don't have their own page. Because I already have 3 pages.
That's true.
I have 7-minute reviews, Vlog Entertainment.
I gotta do some more 7-minute reviews. Those were
I was
watching
fun. Through them. They were pretty fun.
Is that it? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, the contest. Jesus. If you're still watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
And comment hashtag our talk show.
And comment hashtag our talk show to enter the contest. We are trying to get to 1,000
subscribers
before the end of the year. If we get to 1,000, we're going to do another $75 giveaway. Well, Josh, he's the one with all the money.
Which is real, because you see in the link below, or description below, that Mark won, the $50 one.
We really need to start doing like here you won, make a quick little video for us, send it to us. Hey, we got our $75 from our talk show. They don't fuck around. Sent me money, no problem. You know.
Have you seen these comments? They're like, I hope I win by Christmas. I was like, apparently you didn't watch the whole video.
Right.
It's after Christmas.
They only watch a few seconds. And
that's
like,
hashtag.
Right.
But again, before the hashtag, it shows the rules. All right.